Hi everyone, it's Miss Shelley, and I'm here with our next packet. These are ready and waiting for you on my front porch. Now these are for Mother's Day, and because of Earth Day, today's Earth Day, I chose to recycle our folders, and that's what I have packaged everything in. So let me show you what to expect when you open it. The first thing you can take out is a scone recipe, a napkin, tea bags, and our fancy sugar. Now, we don't need this for a while, so set it aside. Don't open it until later. Put that aside. The next thing we can open is a green sheet of cardstock. And in here is a bag of beauty and a card for your mom. The next thing you can pull out and expect, these are coffee filters with green chenille stems and green construction paper, and we're going to use this to make our mom's flowers. You're also going to find a stack of folded doilies. There's 5 of them in here, and we are going to make this into a tiara for your mom. And last but not least is the pin kit. Now, these pins have been a tradition at our school for so many years that I don't ever remember not making them. And at the Mother's Day tea, when we did it at the school, unfortunately not this year, there would be mamas that would show up with lots of them across their dresses because they had been at our school for so many years with so many of their children that I loved seeing those super sparkly mamas. So, traditionally, these have been hearts. But because it's a crazy year this year, I chose a different shape. I chose a flower. And on the back, I have already hot glued the pin on for you. So all you're going to do is take it out, and you're going to paint this with whatever kind of paint you already have. You can use acrylic paint, you can use liquid watercolors, you could use your watercolor palette. Dev got crazy one day, didn't feel like painting, so she used all of our Sharpie markers and made a beautiful one with a sweet little bee in the middle of the flower. So, after you've painted it, and I used the purple acrylic paint because I was feeling purpley that day, you're going to then open it up again and pull out your glitter glue. Now, mamas, I know how much you love glitter, but I know you don't like it around your house, so this was the best way I could think to accommodate you. Now, these are a little tricky, so I was just going to show you. Unscrew the cap, unscrew the nozzle, and inside is a little stopper. And I think it was invented that way to keep the kids out of it until you're ready for them to open it. So you're going to take the stopper out, you're going to put the nozzle back on, and you're just going to let them squirt away. And this is sticky enough and glittery enough to make these fabulous. So you're just going to stick them in. You might want to make a design. You just might want to fill the entire space. I'm not sure, but I think these are awesome, and your mama is going to be so sparkly when you give it to her. So that's our first one that we have done. The next thing that we could work on is the tiara. So find the doilies. Find the doilies. Take off the paper clip. You're going to open it up. There's going to be a large folded one, 2 medium folded ones, 2 small ones, maybe, except I lost one. Oops, there it is. And you're going to find the band. Now, what you'd like to do with this, we have so many options, is to find maybe some watercolor paint like this. This was my favorite. You're just going to wet it, and you don't need very much, but whatever your mama's favorite color is, paint it. Paint away. You don't need a lot to get it too wet, but you're going to want to get some color on it. You might want to do stripes, you might want to paint hearts on it, but you're going to want to paint it to make it super pretty. Now, when you've painted them and they've dried, you're going to take them out, and you're going to need probably a glue stick or this kind of glue, either one, but they both work. I'm going to use a glue stick because it's not as messy today, and you know me, I'm super messy. and you're going to decide what kind of design you like. So this is a smaller one. So I just glued this open like this. I'll put a little bit more on it to glue it on to the band. Then I'm thinking I might take this smaller one, put on a little bit more glue. Oh yeah. You know, more is better. Oh, hello. It's a little breezy out here today. Sorry. And I think I'm going to put another one on the other side too. Open it up, put it on. And I think that is beautiful. Now I have to figure out how much space I need, and then I can staple it in the back so it fits. Now I just chose to use the small ones. Now you can use the other ones also. Now this one, I used the biggest one in the middle, I used the two medium ones on the side, and I used a small one in the center. And I had leftover jewels, so you know, more is better. So I glued my jewels onto the top of the tiara. Now, you can write Mom on it. You could draw hearts on it after it's dry. Make it yours, make it beautiful, and your mama is going to be spectacular. Now let's work on her card. You're going to go and find the green cardstock, okay? Oops, let me spill everything out. You're going to find this. You're also going to want to get some glue out, and you're going to want to glue this sheet of paper in, okay? So it doesn't fall out. Just like that. Now there's 3 questions on here for you that you're going to have to answer about your mama. Your mamas like to know if you know about them. It says, Happy Mother's Day. My mom is blank years old. You're probably going to have to get another adult to help you with. Write that number in. Then you're also going to write in, my mom's favorite food is, I don't know, what does she like? Does she like spaghetti? Does she like macaroni and cheese? Does she like chips and cheese? I don't know, but you do. Write that in. And the last question is, and she loves to, what does she like to do with you? Does she like to read with you? Does she like to go on hikes with you? Does she like to tickle you? I don't know, but you do. And at the very, very bottom, it says, this is what she looks like. And this is a space where you can draw a picture of your mom. I think she's going to love it. So when you're done with that, you're going to open up the pile of beauty that I'm sending, and you'll find some flowers, because you know mamas love flowers. Lots of flowers and lots of sequins. You can decorate these however you would like. You might want to line it up with sequins. You might just want to put a few flowers on it. You might want to put some flowers on the inside. I don't know. You always have way better ideas than I do, so make it your own, and she's going to love it. So there's the card, okay? Now, this one. Pull this one out with the coffee filters. Now, inside you will find green construction paper, and we're going to use that to make the leaves. We've got the chenille stems, and we have 2 small and 1 large coffee filter, and you'll see that in the middle I have drawn a swirl, and that is your cutting line. So there's 2 ways that you can make these flowers. You can cut it first on the lines and then paint it, or you can paint this first and then cut it when it's dry. There's a couple different ways that we can do that though. Let me show you what I did. So this is one that I took my markers and I just scrabbled all over it. And it looks pretty like it is, but if you take a spray bottle, but I didn't have a spray bottle, but I had a squirt gun, I squirted it and it ended up like this after it dries. And I think that makes a beautiful flower. You can also take food coloring and drip drop it all over, and then you can squirt it with that squirt gun or your spray bottle also. Or the other thing I had thought of is you can take your dot markers and you could make a polka dot flower if you would like, and then use your squirt gun on it. But the best thing about it is that these diffuse the paint for you, and they just make the most beautiful creations when we're done. So what you're going to need to do is you're going to take one of these finished dry ones, and you're going to find that green line, and you're going to cut, because you know, when you go to kindergarten, you're going to have to cut a lot. Let's practice. Cut, wait. Cut. I'm still cutting. Oh wait, I'm still cutting. I'm gonna be so good in kindergarten. Cut. I have a few more. Dun, da, da, dun, da, 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 and a ta-da. Oh, look at that. Isn't that fun? Then you're gonna swirl it back up, make it flat again, and find the tail. That was your beginning point. You're going to take your tool, your fingers, and you're going to take it and you're going to wind it around. You might need an adult to help you with this, but most of you will be able to do it. And you just wind it around and around and around. And oh, it's getting so pretty. And around and around and around. And around, and around. And you're going to have something that looks like this. And then you're going to take one of these. You're going to fold this in half. I should have done this already. Sorry about that. And you're going to stick it in there into the hole in the bottom where your fingers are. Then you're going to wind this around and twist it. Oh, it's so pretty. And then because I'm impatient, and I don't want to wait for glue to dry, I'm going to staple it. You could get your adult to do this for you. I'm sure they'll be happy to help you. And look at that. Wow. Now, I think I need a leaf on it though. So I'm going to take my green paper. You can draw it, but I'm just going to cut one out freehand. And I am just going to take it and put it in between there like this. And say, ta-da. Now another way to do it, if you prefer to cut it when it's white and paint it afterwards, you can do that also. Here's one that I started, and it was white, and it looked like this one. So I just took my paint, and I love watching what happens here. And you can just paint it however you would like, and it comes out kind of soft and pastel-y. It's so pretty. So however you want to do it is the right way. I think she's really going to like them. I'm going to stick these back in the vase. My mom is going to be so surprised when she gets these. Now, last but not least, so now your mama has a tiara, she has her flowers, she has her pin, she's going to have her card, she's going to need a party. So, at our Zoom meeting on May 6th and 7th, encourage her to wear all of her beauty and her sparkle. Now, at a Mother's Day tea traditionally at our school, the kids always made scones for the mama. And I feel really bad that we are not having our traditional Mother's Day tea because it's such a fun party. So what I've tried to do is put a party in a bag for her. So you're going to take out her napkin because we always have to have fancy napkins, don't we? Woo, so much pretty stuff here. Give her napkin. Make sure she has a cup of tea. And then you're going to open this up. And this is TCP's Gourmet Mother's Day Scone recipe. Never given out before. Never given to an adult before because it's always been the children who have baked these for the moms. So, make sure you open this up. You're probably going to need an adult to help you. They're pretty easy and pretty delicious to make. And that is what the fancy sugar is for. Make sure you sprinkle this either on top of your scones to make them delicious and crunchy and beautiful, or maybe put a little bit in your tea. So, I hope everyone comes and picks up their packets. I hope to see everybody on our Zoom meeting in their beauty. And if you come knocking on my door, I'll open it and say, "Hi, I'm so glad to see you." Please knock on the door. I'll see you soon, guys. Bye.